1 year of the free-to-play account in Marvel Contest of Champions. This has truly been one of the most enjoyable and interesting projects that we've ever done. And the reason we started this account was to re-experience the game, because it had been, you know, a good 18 or so months that I had my main account. I invested a lot of money into that. As you may be aware, I'm a big old blubbery boy on Seatin. So yeah, I wanted, 12 months ago, kind of the fresh perspective to tackle content and see how far I could push in the game just using skill alone, and getting a little bit lucky sometimes, but I think we pushed a really substantial amount with some very mediocre champions. And it's never been an account where we've all out been grinding. It's just been kind of playing for fun, doing what we can. We haven't been excessively grinding arena. If there's like a boring monthly event, I'm just like, sod that. We're not sweating our ass off in like map 5 alliance quest, just very casual, like map 2, map 3, pretty much all of the time. The majority of this progression, or pretty much all of it, has just come from like monthly events and the big interesting challenges, because I only do stuff on the free-to-play account that I find enjoyable, that I find is worth my time. And I think one of the things that I like to encourage to a lot of Marvel Contest of Champions players is to do the same. If you find you're getting a little bit overwhelmed by the game, just scale it back. Do the stuff that you enjoy. If you enjoy doing like Uncollected and Master 100% every month and the occasional challenge and story progression, then just enjoy that. Don't get too caught up in the rat race of trying to stay on top of like Alliance Quest, Alliance War, because it's a massive whale milking fiesta out there. And at the end of the day, you just want to enjoy the game, and that is exactly the purpose of the free-to-play account. And yeah, we've come pretty far, man. We've had some awesome crystal openings, and we have so much more to come as we progress toward Act 5 100%, the initial clear of Labyrinth, and also very soon 2 more 6-star champions will be added to the roster. We currently have 12,000 6-star shards, so we can open a crystal now, but in a month's time the crystal gets so much better, man. You've got all the Infinity War champions coming out, so I'm hoping for like a 6-star like Captain America would be great, like Corvus, but there are a lot of very good champions around the corner. However, going to give you a bit of a tour of, what we've done today in the first 12 months. And again, this has been like a fairly, I would say, casual but efficient grind on the free-to-play account. Because, I don't want to be doing more arena, so we've pretty much neglected all of that. But this is the total base hero rating, just over 222k. Total number of heroes is 235. The profile champion, as of earlier this week, is a rank 4 5-star Medusa. We also have a 6-star Rocket, and the key to getting 6-star champions, because some people seem a little bit confused sometimes, is just get uncollected and then farm uncollected 100% for 4 months, and then you've got a 6-star crystal there. So yeah, that's how you get 6-star champions, because I know a few people were like, oh my gosh, how did you get a 6-star so early on the free-to-play account? Like earlier this year when we got it, it's like, bro, you just need to get uncollected and do the quest every single month. Easy game, easy life. We've got our blue jean boy, Luke Cage. And to be honest, between like a lot of the stuff that we do on the free-to-play account, because I like kind of re-experiencing the content with like completely different champions of a lower power level on this account, I'm really Undupe Medusa, Rocket, and Luke Cage have just been like the kind of main characters we play. We also do play a lot of Scarlet Witch on this account, and a lot of Hawkeye if you watch the 100% uncollected live streams. But yeah, my Hawkeye is only a 4-star 550 unawakened character. But if we get 6-star Hawkeye when it comes to the crystal opening, I'm going to be so damn happy about that. And we've also got Blades. So I try not to play Blades, Stark, and Ghost Rider whenever I'm live streaming on this account. But I will play them like in Alliance War just to make it a very easy time for clearing my path, man. Just go and absolutely rinse it out. And we also have Morningstar, who we got from one of the featured crystals a while back. I haven't used Morningstar too much, but come Act 500%, there are going to be a few paths where she's quite useful, and there are a few scenarios and encounters where she is pretty damn good for, and also with the Infinity Dungeons returning, if we do a few of those, because we didn't really do too many on the free-to-play account when they came around, but yeah, might be good for that. And then we have Archangel, who we recently got out of the brand new featured 5-star crystal, and we also have another featured 5-star crystal to open fairly shortly as well. So yeah, I'm super chuffed about that, man. I'm so happy that we've got Archangel added to the roster. Also got 5-star Rogue at rank 3. Spider-Man Stark Enhanced 4-star. We got 5-star Iceman as well. That was a very cheeky pickup there. We got Scarlet Witch fully maxed out. We have Ghost Rider at 440. We have Rogue at 440. Another Rogue there, but I wanted to upgrade the 5-star one. Also got a 4-star Hawkeye, who's fully maxed out. I love Hawkeye, man. He's such a good character. He has single-handedly got me, you know, been the Blade alternative to a few, like, tricky challenges and fights, and especially with Act 500%. There's, like, a few stuff I want to use Hawkeye for there. But what was it? I think it was the Buffet Kingpin, like, a month or two ago, that he was just so good for, and Buffet Ant-Man as well. Like, I really, really love playing Hawkeye, man, and it certainly helped my intercepts get a little bit better playing that character. Then we've got Hyperion, we got Mephisto, who is one of the first, I think, like 6 characters that we got out of a 5-star crystal. So yeah, really, really decent there. Don't use him too much anymore, to be fair. But we also have Awakened Electra, who I could take up to rank 3, but I'm not really feeling Electra too much on this account, just because I don't have Deep Wounds maxed out. Then we've also got Yondu, who's been an MVP for stuff like Sabretooth, and any kind of, like, particular heal block fights he can be really, really good for. So yeah, Yondu's been great for quite a few things. Also helped out in Realm Legends Wolverine, along with our 2-star Guillotine. We got the Hela as well, who doesn't really see too much gameplay. I kind of got Hela before Medusa. I took Hela up to rank 2, and then I got Medusa, and, like, you know, Medusa is just a little bit more banging and more useful when it comes to general gameplay than Hela, especially with Medusa's ability to counter robots, which is just so incredibly useful, and armor break as well. Then we've got Ultron, who doesn't really see any play at all. I don't think I've used him once since I've ranked him up. I was planning to use him for AQ, but he doesn't make the team anymore. Generally, I use Hyperion, Hulk, and Rogue for Alliance Quest Map 3. Then we got a bit of our Netflix Daredevil, who I love to play occasionally, man. I really do enjoy my 5-star Netflix Daredevil, very oddly, just because of that extended stun, and you can do, 7-hit combos. Like, it's a really, really fun time. Then we've also got Spider-Man Classic, who is an MVP for the progression, Iceman, who we haven't really used too much, Drax, who we haven't really used too much, same with Moon Knight, really, and Rhino, and Star-Lord, and Guillotine, and Storm, and Colossus. But yeah, just to go to, the 5-star roster quickly, just have, kind of a big overview. I feel like our free-to-play account luck has been, like, very hit and miss, but we've had some good hits on this account. We've had some great hits. We got Medusa, Luke Cage, Morningstar, Archangel, Rogue, Iceman, all top-tier characters, but then we've also got the likes of Rhino, Colossus, Venompulse, Superior Iron Man, Netflix Daredevil, Drax. I don't know, Drax ain't too bad, man. Moon Knight ain't too bad either. So yeah, it's just been very, very hit and miss, but I feel like a lot of the big misses when it came to the free-to-play account were more toward the start, and especially like when we got Luke Cage for the first time, because that was the very first 5-star. That was absolutely heartbreaking, but luckily this year as well he got a massive buff, so that was a really great time. Again, the only 6-star on this account currently is Rocket. I do have like an excess of 4-star characters that just unranked as well, as you can see just by this pretty huge roster, because like I'm not grinding out arena, I just don't have the gold to upgrade any of these characters. As you can see at the moment, we are like super short on gold, so yeah, I've just got a lot of 4-star characters that just sit there, not really doing anything, not really having much of a use there, and yeah, I think they're pretty much going to stay there that way for quite some time. So yeah, that's it when it comes to kind of all the 4-star, the 5-star, and 6-star champions we have. But again, we are saving up for some big openings after we do uncollected 100%. We're going to be able to open the next featured 5-star hero crystal, which I'm really excited for. Again, we are saving up the 6-star crystal shards for another, well, pretty much 32 days until the brand new, all the brand new champions, like the Infinity War ones, Proxima Midnight, Corvus Glaive, Infinity War Iron Man, Captain America, Sabretooth as well is one I'd love to have as a 6-star character. And a lot of these champions are just so good unduped, but you've also got like Night Nightcrawler, Hood, I think Punisher 2099, and a few other like quirky champions coming in that don't really see too much play, and that's always kind of the goal of the free-to-play account, is to play characters that I don't necessarily get to play around with too much on the main account, so I'm always hoping for the ones that I don't, you know, necessarily have on the main one. So yeah, we're saving up in terms of the shards there, but we, you know, could have, if we wanted to, another 6-star champion now, but I believe it is better to wait. Better odds at getting some dank characters there. And yeah, nothing else too exciting in kind of the general stash. A few crystals like the daily one that I'm saving for openings, but aside from that, all fairly bog standard there. And yeah, just in terms of my mastery setup, so I've done a video if you want to see me chat about my free-to-play and main account mastery setups, but it's very, very basic, and we've been able to do almost all of the game with it now, but we will do all of the game with this mastery setup as well. Don't have to worry about any of the luxurious, super nice ones to have, just a super simple, super easy free-to-play mastery setup, because we are saving all of the units for 100% Act 5 and also Labyrinth of Legends. And generally, if I spend units on anything on this account, it is energy refills to do live streams and kind of push further in certain modes of content. So that's generally what we use more energy refills for. But yeah, just in terms of the story quests and how we're looking so far. So I still haven't done Act 4 100%, but this is another thing that I could do. One of the reasons that I was holding off is because I was at the Tier 2 Alpha cap after being Act 5, so any additional ones would have gone into Overflow, but now we've ranked up Medusa, we can potentially get that down and get the, what is it, the 4 Tier 2 Alpha Catalysts, some more T4CC, and some more 5-star shards. But again, that isn't really like too much of a priority at the moment. I'm more concerned about getting Act 5 100% done, and I think we've had the potential to do Act 5 100% for probably about 3 to 5 months now, I would say. But with the recent upgrade to Medusa and some of the characters that we've got, I think it's going to be relatively easy to deal with, especially now that we have a 5-star Archangel as well. He's going to be so good for what is it, just crushing down that MODOK as well, who would have been a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident at Act 5 100%, but there's going to be a lot of long live streams, a lot of good playing coming up if we want to smash that one out. And then yeah, just in terms of the event quest as well, I'll just show you what this interface looks like. We did Road to Labyrinth 100%. I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago, and it wasn't too bad in terms of Chapter 4. I think we only spent, did we? I don't know if we spent any units at all, actually. It might have been like 600 units worth of revives and heals and stuff, or it might have just been stuff that we already had in the stash. Either way, I don't remember it being too much of an issue, and I don't remember playing super great, but we live streamed it all, so it is on the channel along with a tips and tricks video if you're looking for Road to Labyrinth. But yeah, Realm of Legends, smash that out. A month and a bit ago, just for a bit of fun, and I want to do Act 5 100% before I do Labyrinth of Legends, the initial run, because well, hoping for a 5-star Cosmic Gem for Medusa, but if we don't get that, then yeah, I'll probably use the generic gem on 5-star Medusa, and maybe take her to rank 5 as well, but I also need the Cosmic T4CC, and one of the interesting things as well is, once we do Act 5 100%, we're actually going to be in a position, if you have a look at the very high tier resource here, the tier 5 basic catalyst, because we have been smashing out pretty much all of the monthly events. We've done every single one 100%, apart from the MODOK one, I believe, which is the very first one. The account just wasn't quite ready to push that high at that time, and I think comparatively speaking, the MODOK event, like the first Uncollected, was still the hardest one, maybe with the exception of Infinity Thanos, because he was a bit of a pain in the ass, but Luke Cage took care of him quite well. So yeah, we can either get like 2 5-star characters up to rank 5 next month, so could take up both Medusa and also Luke Cage, but yeah, I think, you know, we'll see how we go. I don't know if we need the Luke Cage at rank 5. I'd really like to you know, try and gamble for a new champion, or maybe get somebody like a little bit quirky up there, like Sabretooth potentially, or Captain America Infinity War if we could get a 5-star version of him. But yeah, we're going to have to let the dice rolls decide what we're going to get there. And just in terms of T4CC, which I think is kind of a bit of a bottleneck in regards to, you know, who we could potentially take up here. We have a lot of tech, man. We have a lot of tech, and kind of 2 of Cosmic, 2 of Science, 2 of Mystic, 1 of Mutant, and and 5 skill. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what other T4 CC we get in the future. And also the fact that I'm not level 60 at the moment means I have less of a catalyst cap at the moment. So there might become a time in the next month or so where we need to push for Act 400% anyway, just so that like my tier 5 basic doesn't overflow, because I know on my main account the what is it? The cap for tier 5 basic. Oh, it's appearing as 6 there. It's around the standard inventory. It just appeared as 2. No, I guess I was seeing stuff there. Okay, that's a little bit unusual. But yeah, okay. Guess we aren't gonna have to push for level 60 then. So not too bad, lads. Not too bad at all. But I probably will at some point. You know, we're like level 58.5. We're not too far off there. And also just in terms of the inventory, what we have, we're maxed out on both of the booster 10% and 20% ones. So ready for like Act 5 Labyrinth. I have 100 of these generic 5-star signature stones now. We're fully maxed out after the challenges that we've done. So we've done 5 of those challenges. And yeah, so many signature stones, just waiting for kind of the right characters or the right opportunity to use them on somebody that's going to benefit quite well. And in terms of awakening gems, I have 3 science 4-star ones. I also have 1 cosmic 4-star as well, and also 1 4-star generic. Not really too sure who I'm going to use any of the 4-star ones on. I could probably use a 4-star void as maybe a character that we potentially took up, but I think that's probably the last ever 4-star I'd take up. And then finally we do have from the very last Dimensional Rift, and I actually forgot about this until I was having a little bit of a look over the account earlier. We got a 5-star Tech Awakening gem as well, and we haven't yet got any 5-star tech characters on this account. However, I think if I got like an Infinity War Iron Man, I think there's a very, very good chance that I would use the generic Awakening gem on him. Probably take him to rank 4 as well. But yeah, we're going to have to see what happens from this featured crystal opening. But hey, there are many, many different ways this account could potentially expand. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a really, really great year on the free-to-play account. I kind of wish I had, you know, in hindsight, a little bit more time to play this account. But just between, you know, playing very, very hardcore on my main account, especially kind of stepping up to Omni and Map 6 and like the master tier of Alliance War. I'm going very, very hard in Marvel Strike Force. I think Marvel Strike Force and playing that game at the top tier is one of the things that set me a little bit back on the free-to-play account, and also trying to have a social life and family life and a relationship outside of the game. You know, there's a lot going on, so it's tough to find the time to you know, properly sit down and grind out the free-to-play account. But whenever I do, man, it's a great time. It's a really, really fun time. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed watching some of the free-to-play adventures. It has been a great first year on the free-to-play account. I think in approximately like 6 to 12 months, I would hope that we can beat all of the content. So Act 5 100%, the initial clear in Labyrinth, probably won't go for 100% Labyrinth, and then we'll probably just tone it back to farming uncollected 100% every month on the free-to-play account, and then we might start another free-to-play account project. Maybe. I'm not too sure on that, but I feel like, you know, it'll be good every like year and a half to 2 years if we are continuing to play Marvel Contest of Champions and something else doesn't catch my eye. Then yeah, it might be fun to like go back and see if we could do like a challenge to see if we could get the collector down on a brand new account in like 30 days. But yeah, again, that's something I feel is about like 6 to 12 months down the line. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this account tour and overview today. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. Look out for a ton of live streams, massive crystal openings, and kind of the coming weeks, coming months, because we're going to go big on this account, man. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.